What's up, guys? It is I, the one and only Omega 93, coming to you all with this video. I'm here to discuss the new fusion support that came out of the latest set, Dragons of Legend. I wasn't going to do a video on these cards because the support that came out of the set was pretty trash as far as fusion support is concerned. The only reason why I decide to do the video is because I've been getting a lot of messages from my subscribers and people and my locals who have been very adamant in asking me on what I think of the support that came out for fusion-based decks. So without further ado, here I am about to do the video, and let's get started. First up, we got Sabatil, the Philosopher's Stone, and it states, if you have a Winged Kuriboh monster in the grave, pay half your life points, add Polymerization or a fusion spell card from your deck to your hand. Set the fusion wave motion. If this card is in your graveyard, you can banish 3 copies of this card from your grave and target one monster on the field. It gains attack equal to the attack of the monster on the field with the highest attack, blah, 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 to the end of the turn. Sabatil, the Philosopher's Stone to me is not that great, in my opinion. As far as from a competitive standpoint, it's not that good to me. It's too situational. It has too many costs for it. You're paying too much just to get little gain. You got to run Winged Kuriboh in the deck, which is, granted, the only use I can see this card being is with heroes. The fact that Winged Kuriboh, I think, is a light monster. They can fuse it with a hero monster to make the Shining or whatever. But other than that, I don't see this card. Any decks or archetypes using this card that is fusion based. There are other ways to get polymerization. There's cards like Fusion Sage and King of the Swamps and shit, and other archetypes have ways to get their own fusion card, like Gem Knight has Gem Turtle. I'd rather run Gem Turtle to search my Gem Knight fusion and run this. But anywho, this card is pretty much a few years late, in my opinion. So with that being said, I don't think this is a really great card at all. So that's my take on Sabatil, Philosopher's Stone. Next up, we have Flash Fusion. Now, Flash Fusion is a quick play, so when I first saw it, I was like, okay, it's a quick play, and it might be useful. But then I read, fusion summon 1 fusion monster from your extra deck using monsters you control as fusion materials. Destroy it during the end phase. Well, here we go. Konami always gotta get my hopes up with this stuff, and they just gotta give us this crap trash. Flash Fusion is, once again, I put in the same category as Sabatil. It's not that good from a competitive standpoint. The only viable, combo you can have with this card is if you're trying to go for the game. Let's say you have 2 monsters on the field. You attack with the 2 monsters, then you chain this, fuse another monster and attack it, and attempt to do max damage and go for game. But for one, it's not even the fact, that the monster is destroyed during the end phase. It's the fact that you can only fuse on what's on the field. You can't fuse with this in your hand. Now, if you could fuse the monsters in your hand, this would be in there. This would be the bee's knees. You know what I'm saying? But you can only fuse the monsters on the field, and it's destroyed during the end phase. So you basically minusing 3 to get 1, and then that 1 gets destroyed. So once again, I think this card is pretty much go to the boo-boo pile with Sabatil. So, but anyway, that's my take on Flash Fusion. Next, we have Battle Fusion. Now this, on the other hand, ladies and gentlemen, caught my attention. Once again, this card is also a quick play spell, and it reads, when an attack is declared involving a fusion monster you control and an opponent's monster, that monster you control gains attack equal to the attack of the opponent's monster until the end of the damage step. You can only activate 1 of these per turn. Now, this is actually a decent card, in my opinion, guys. Battle Fusion is actually pretty niche. It's basically an honest for fusion monsters. Basically, you can have any, fusion monster on the field, and if it's like a 3,000 beat or a 4,000 beat or a monster you can't get over, you just attack it and chain this, bam, you know what I'm saying, and just run over anything. The only limitation that I see with this card is that they only get to gain until the end of the damage step, which is kind of, you know what I mean? It's not till the end of the turn, so even if your opponent has 2 big beaters out, you know what I'm saying, and you play this, you get over 1 beater, but then, I mean, next turn, the other beater can just run your monster over, so it's like, But yeah, so, I mean, Battle Fusion, but other than that, I think this is probably the better out of the support so far. I like Battle Fusion. I may or may not try to check this out or whatever in a few of my builds with this in my Gem Knight deck. So, but yeah, guys, for once, I mean, I think this is actually it's a decent card. It's not a great card. It's a decent card. It's pretty, it's okay. It's okay. It's not boo-boo like the others. So that's my take on Battle Fusion. And last but not least, we have Final Fusion. And it is a trap card, and it states, during either player's battle step, on the fusion monster, you control battles an opponent's fusion monster. Target both of these fusion monsters, negate their attack, and if you do, each player takes damage either to the combined attack of both of those fusion monsters. Now, with that being said, this is kind of a wild card, guys. It's somewhat of a ring of destruction. But my thing is, for one, it's a trap, so it's slow. 2, I guess you could use this in mirror matches, like against heroes. You know, heroes supposed to be getting support anyway, so they might be coming back. I hear Glad Beast is getting some more support in Primal Origins, so I mean, yeah, I could see this maybe getting teched, maybe. This is a maybe. It's a decent effect, but from a competitive standpoint, I don't think it's going to be getting a lot of play. I mean, if anything, the most I can see you getting out of this is causing a lot of draws in your games. Like, if you just got really no other outs, you set this, and then bam, we both take damage and put our life at 0. Just make it a draw. So, but other than that, it's all right. It ain't too terrible. I mean, it's a step below Battle Fusion. I mean, out of these 4 cards so far, these 2 are decent, and these are trash right here, guys. Yeah, just move them shits over there. But yeah, guys. With that being said, that is my review on the fusion support that came out of Dragons of Legend. I hope you guys enjoy. I will be posting up more videos soon when I can. And with that being said, this is Omega Knight 3 signing out.